Our Killzone continuation strategy is by far one of the most powerful trading strategies because most traders, they get caught chasing price during the New York session because the London session usually gives a big rally, but we're supposed to use that rally to our advantage. But a lot of traders, they get caught in that rally. But in this video right here, I'm going to show you a simple continuation model. We're going to just catch that sniper entry straight to our take profit zone. As you can see right here, I use this simple strategy live with my students every single week, and it's extremely simple and repetitive, and it works. So make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below what you think, and take notes and go on your charts and backtest this and see this for yourself. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Let's get into some key components. First, we have to do our session framing. We use the Asian or the London session as our trap. This is where we set up the phases because we look for liquidity sweeps during these times. The Asian session, like I stated in previous videos, is where we have our accumulation, right? Price action is accumulating during the Asian session. So during the London session, that's where we usually have our London session manipulation, where price usually sweep an old low or for price to sweep an old high to then give us a market structure shift to start our downtrend. It's all the same exact thing, but we have to use our session framing. If you're trading the London session, figure out what did the Asian session do. And for me personally, because I trade the London session, I get to observe what did the Asian session do and what did the London session do. And then for the New York session, I set up my bias to just get the continuation model that I'm going to explain in this video right here. We only trade after 8:30 a.m. EST. 8:30 a.m. EST is where we have some of the most volatile, crazy market prices, right? So we never want to get caught up in that early morning manipulation. That's when price breaks structure or displays after our manipulation. So the 8:30 a.m. sweeps, never want to get caught up in those. But after 8:30 a.m., 9:30 a.m., that's when equity is open. That's when a lot of volatility flood the market. Point number 3 is that we have to figure out our higher time frame bias first. We have to know our daily / our 4-hour bias. We're hunting for our continuation, not a reversal. Once we figure out the 4-hour, if the 4-hour is in a uptrend, as you can see here, all I'm looking for is for price to give me a pullback, mitigate a certain zone to then catch that continuation to that prior 4-hour high. This right here is our continuation model. I'm not looking for price to reach a 4-hour high to then reverse higher to then come and clear old lows, or reach a point of low to then reverse higher, right? All I'm looking for is just for price to pull back to then rally higher to continue the trend. That's why this strategy is so powerful. For our entry triggers, price returns to a refined fair value gap or a order block on the 15 minutes time frames or the 5 minutes after showing the direction. Let's look at this schematic right here. Say this was the Asian session, right? The Asian session is known as our accumulation. So liquidity was below and above. Then during the London session, we see price push down lower, right? On this sell lower, a lot of traders can catch sales, lower time frame sales, for price to push down lower to give us a London session manipulation of these Asian lows. And after that, price rallied higher and give us a break of structure. Now this sets up for our continuation during the New York session. As you can see, we had our Asian accumulation and our London session reversal. The London session gave our smart money reversal. So for the New York session, like say this is just a imaginary line from here to here, right? All I'm looking for is for price to pull back to prior highs or prior lows, depending on the setup. With every new break of structure, price always pull back to retest that zone to then clear old highs up here. But all I'm looking for is just this pullback to then continue higher. But let's go over our profit targets. We always target the next internal liquidity point or the next external high or low. That's our session range expansion. As you can see right here, these were our prior buy side liquidity highs. A lot of money is hiding up here. So with every pullback, price is just pushing higher to attack these old highs. Pull back, attack these old highs right here. But this is our New York continuation model, where we get our accumulation from the Asian session, or during the London session also we may get like a London session accumulation in a early morning New York session manipulation, as you can see, to then during the middle of the New York session, that's when we get that distribution. But it's still a New York session continuation model. But let's hop on the charts. I'm going to go over some examples on how we put this in action. Now we're on the charts. I'm going to go over this trade right here that I took during the New York session. Pay attention to the times, like I stated, between 8:30 to around 2 p.m. That's the overall New York session Killzone time, right? I took this trade using our continuation model. With the Asian session give the accumulation, in the London the manipulation, and then I caught this trade right. I'm gonna go over this trade fully for you guys, so make sure you pay attention and follow along. So I put some lipstick on these candlesticks just to make it look better, right? As you can see, this is our Asian session accumulation, right? Where we have this tight consolidation range. Liquidity is hiding below this whole range and above this whole range right here. Everything here is still this consolidation. This is just the tight range that it built it, right? So we know that the Asian session builds our accumulation. And what time the Asian session starts? The Asian session starts from 4 p.m. EST and lasts till around 12 a.m. EST. As you can see, this is where now the London session started. In the London session is our manipulation session. A lot of beautiful setups appear during the London session. As you can see, this is a beautiful London session lower time frame reversal right here. I'm just gonna go over this simple trade where price rallied higher and cleared this high and give us a market structure shift. If you trade the London session, this would have been a great trade right here. Pullback trade, as you can see, price pulled back. This could have been a beautiful London session trade. As you can see, you could place your entry at this breaker right here and your stop loss at this old high, and you're gonna target range low down here. As you can see, price pulled back, played around, boom. So if you trade the London session, as you can see right here, this could have been a beautiful London session sell. But me personally, I only trade the New York session. So if you're a London session trader, you could have caught this sell model right here and this buy reversal, because the London session provides a lot of volatility for a lot of movement. But me personally, I only trade the New York session between 8:30 to 2 p.m. EST. And after the London session give me manipulation, as you can see, accumulation, then we get this London session manipulation. This gives me a new dealing range. That's why we have our Gann box, right? The Gann box is just aligned from the low to the high, so you can see the equilibrium. Once you find your equilibrium, everything below here is our discount zone, and everything up here is our premium zone. For us to catch our continuation model, like I stated, we have to wait for a pullback during the New York Killzone time to then extend higher to clear prior highs. That's why this is extremely powerful, because it's using a lot of different confluences in major concepts in play. And also, as you can see right here, I have our OTE. The OTE is another powerful confluence. I made a video on the OTE also. Make sure you guys watch that. But the OTE has powerful levels. We have our 0.62, 0.705, and our 0.79. The best entry is usually the 0.705. But me personally, if I'm taking a trade, I place my entry right at the 0.762 in my stop loss at the candlestick low. This candlestick low down here. This right here is a protected low, right? Price hasn't pushed down lower yet to clear this low. This right here is going to be a safe stop loss. And I'm going to target the prior range highs up here, or for an extended target up here also to target prior highs to the left of me. But I want to see price continue our uptrend. Price already in this uptrend right here, but we reach a certain level. So now price has to pull back, mitigate this zone right here to then continue this trend right here. Boom. I had to bring the chart back just so I can show you the executions, right? This is where I bought for 10 micros right here, right? Price pushed down lower to mitigate our zone, the breaker order block. All during the New York session Killzone. What time did this happen? This happened around 9:45. Around like 15 minutes after 9:30. 9:30 is when the equities open. So that's where a lot of volatility usually happens. But we see price push down lower with inside of this breaker block right here. Tapped me in. Where was my first take profit, right? I had closed for 5 micros. Like I stated, we always take our partials. Never get greedy, right? Never get greedy, take your partials. Then I seen price pull back. Like I stated, with every break of structure, price is gonna give us a pullback to retest that zone to then continue. So on the lower time frames now, price gave me a lower time frame break of this high, and then price continued higher. Boom, it pulled back to then continue. That's when I fully closed my positions. I closed my other 5 micros. I took this trade on July 14th, right? But this is just me executing this continuation model, right? This is not a reversal. The reversal happened during the New York session. We already got this liquidity sweep. All I'm looking for is during the New York session, Killzone is for price to show me the last distribution move. This is what makes this extremely powerful and extremely repeatable. Like I stated, this happens every week. Not a lot, I would say, right? We may get a reversal day, right? We may get a reversal day, and then another day may be a continuation day. That's why you have these different models in your arsenal. So if today looks like a reversal, you know how to take trades reversals. I put out plenty of reversal videos. And if that day looks like a continuation, like price already giving us this move right here, you know that on the pullback, you're still able to catch a trade to continue. Now you have a continuation model. It's only two things, only two ways the market moves. The market either continues a trend or reverse a trend. That's the only two ways the market moves. The market either reverse a trend or continue one. So this right here is our continuation model. Go on your charts and backtest this and master this. Well, this is it. I hope you got a lot of value out of this video. If you want the full PDF of this exact video, click the first link in the description and join the Spark Trading community, where you have access to a full library and a full trading course of me and my brother Arkham Trades, of all our PDFs and our free trading course where we go over this complete concept. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below any video suggestion or what do you think of this video right here. I love all of the feedback. But this is it. Spektrades out.